Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cybersecurity Unmasked. I'm Tyler, your friendly neighborhood tech geek, and joining me, as always, is Bob, cybersecurity ninja and king of tech tips. Bob, how's it going today?
Hey Tyler, I'm good. Just here to scare people into taking their cybersecurity seriously. In a friendly way.
Friendly fear is the best kind of fear. Today's episode is going to be super interesting because we're diving into something every business needs, but nobody likes to talk about until it's too late. Cybersecurity, dun dun dun.
Cybersecurity. The thing that's about as exciting as flossing, but just as essential.
Exactly. Except if you skip flossing, you get a cavity. If you skip cybersecurity, your business could get ransacked by cyber ninjas. Not fun.
Let's just say a hacker getting into your system is way worse than that old leftover lunch in the office fridge.
Speaking of hackers, let's kick this off with a crazy fact. Did you know that every 39 seconds, there's a cyber attack somewhere in the world?
Wow, so by the time this podcast is done, they'll be like, what? Hundreds more attacks?
Right. But fear not, dear listeners. We're here to make sure your business doesn't end up on that list. Bob, what's the number one mistake businesses make when it comes to cybersecurity?
Oh, this one's easy. Thinking they're too small to be a target. It's like leaving your front door wide open because you think burglars only hit mansions. Spoiler, they don't.
Exactly. Cybercriminals love small businesses because they assume you don't have a big fancy security system. It's like burglars going for the house with no alarm and the door wide open.
And speaking of alarms, here's tip 1. Set up multi-factor authentication everywhere you can. It's basically like adding a second lock on your door. If a hacker gets your password, they still can't get in without the second code.
Yes, think of it as having a bouncer for your digital world. Sorry, dude, your password alone doesn't get you into this club.
And let's be honest, some people have terrible passwords. If your password is password123, we need to talk.
Or admin, like please. You're just inviting trouble.
Here's a trick for you guys. Use a passphrase instead of a simple password. Something like "Purple elephants dance at dawn" is way more secure than password 1 and still easy to remember.
Plus, who doesn't love a visual of purple elephants dancing? Win-win.
And while we're on the subject of easy tricks, tip number 2, update your software regularly. I know, we all hate those little pop-ups that say update now. But trust me, those updates usually fix security holes. So stop hitting remind me later. Your future self will thank you.
Yes, procrastinating on updates is like ignoring a small leak in your roof. Before you know it, your whole house is flooded.
Exactly. And if you wait long enough, you'll be the one going, uh-oh, why is everything on my computer in Russian?
Speaking of uh-oh moments, let's talk about phishing scams. You ever get those emails from the CEO asking for gift cards in bulk? Spoiler, it's never the CEO, unless your CEO is Santa Claus.
Yes. Tip 3. Always be suspicious of urgent, weird requests. If someone emails you saying, I need you to wire $5,000 right now, maybe call them first to make sure they haven't been hacked. Just to be safe.
Right? No CEO is ever in such a hurry for iTunes gift cards that they'll email you at 2 a.m.
And here's tip 4. Train your employees. Cybersecurity isn't just for your IT team. Everyone from the intern to the CEO should know the basics, like how to spot phishing emails, why you shouldn't click random links, and why password is not a good password.
Cybersecurity is a team sport. If one person on your team gets hacked, it can affect the whole business. It's like when one person eats questionable sushi at the office lunch.
Next thing you know, the whole office is down. It's a chain reaction.
Exactly. And let's not forget backups. Tip 5. Always, always, always back up your data.
I cannot stress this enough. If a hacker gets in and locks your files, you want to be able to say, no problem, I've got a backup. It's like having an extra set of keys after locking yourself out of your car.
Or like having a secret stash of snacks in your desk drawer when the office kitchen runs out. You'll thank yourself later.
That's actually a genius survival tactic, cyber or not.
We should totally make that tip 6. Always have snacks. Just kidding. But seriously, back up your files regularly and make sure you're using secure storage like cloud solutions with encryption.
Exactly. And speaking of secure storage, here's a bonus tip. If you use the cloud, make sure you have a strong cloud security strategy. This includes encryption, regular access audits, and limiting who can see sensitive data.
Wow, we've covered a lot today. But if you follow these tips, multi-factor authentication, strong passphrases, regular updates, avoiding phishing scams, employee training, and backups, you're on your way to becoming a cybersecurity rockstar.
Rockstar? More like a cybersecurity superhero. Cape optional. And on that note, we'll wrap things up. Thanks for tuning in to Cybersecurity Unmasked. If you want to learn more or get some help setting up your business's security, head over to itbiztech.com for expert advice.
Stay safe online, everyone. And remember, when in doubt, don't click that link.